all of you. Myself Dr. Shubha Dwivedi, Associate Professor, Department of Biotechnology, School of Life Sciences and Technology, IIMT University. Today I am giving some short of presentation on the global environmental change, and actually this particular topic is included in the syllabus of MSc Biotechnology second semester. So as you all know that in today's scenario, environment is of prime concern. We all are here to conserve our environment, because if the healthy environment is there, then only we have to survive. So come on to the topic. That the topic clearly states that the carbon dioxide, and it is actually the principal driver of climate change. So whatever changes we are right now seeing in the environment, for example, in terms of melting of the glacier, in terms of melting of the Antarctica reservoirs, in terms of the early flowering, and in terms of the hydrogeological imbalance of different cycles of environment, and the various impairment in the ecological footprint. So these are the prime concern of, so that's why many of the scientists, many of the researchers are doing work in this streamline approach, that the carbon dioxide ultimately is the principal driver of climate change. Here in this presentation also I am focusing on to those particular areas, those particular countries in fact, which are the largely emitter of carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide is creating a mass destruction in terms of environmental destruction. How? Let's see. So before going forward, I just want to state that this is actually the copyright statement from my side. The live and grow with green and preserve blue. We have to follow the path of green blue, and this is actually the sustainability in actual field. So this is all about the first unit of environment biotechnology, not focusing much on it. So here again I given one of the slogan for India, that this is a vision, clean, green and sustainable India. Clean, green and sustainable India means there is only the two approaches lies recently. First one is the adaptation and the second one is the technology. So we have to focus on both of these approaches, because we now in that stage that we have to develop some of the eco-friendly technology which is green and clean in nature. So in that way we can here you are seeing in that way we can we can create a new concept, and that concept is the eco-village concept. Eco-village means where all the things are in proper balanced manner. So here the environment which was preserved by our ancestor is going to degrade rapidly, and global warming, carbon dioxide emission, as I earlier told also, that waste production, uncontrolled exploitation of natural resources lead to create catastrophic situation, and finally the climate change. Here one thing I want to focus over here, that the waste production. So whenever you enter in any of the city, in any of the metropole, you are seeing like a large heap of the waste. So again there is a prerequisite, there is a urgent requirement that we have to come up with such technology which is again greener and cleaner in nature, and which has the potential to reduce the waste from the environment. Obviously that we have to convert that waste into the wealth, trash into the treasure. So here I am coming to the next slide. This clearly states this is the picture of the earth, how this emotionally earth is seeing towards us, what's happening, what the human population are doing with our mother earth. The globally temperatures rises, and here the estimation is there that the global temperature is to increase in the range of 0.6 to 4 degrees Celsius by 2050. So this is again a very alarming and catastrophic situation for all the living beings who are on the planet Earth, who are surviving on the planet Earth. So this is again one thing I want to also explain over here, that what are the consequences of the global climate change, like the depletion of the ozone layer, and again the acid rain. It is also a very important phenomena, that there are lots of greenhouse gases in terms of water vapor, in terms of carbon, content, in terms of sulfide contains, chlorofluorocarbon is there, which is responsible for the ozone layer depletion, because this directly reacts with the ozone, and that particular ozone, that is the O3, it converted into the nascent oxygen. So again, there is a prerequisite to develop such technology, to develop, to prepare such type of framework in which all the industries have to follow and create a checkpoint for releasing any type of effluent or any type of emission directly into the environment. So there should be a checkpoint for those. So this is again the greenhouse effect, and here you are seeing from this picture that how the natural phenomena is there. The sunlight is coming onto the earth, and again it is directly reflected back into the atmosphere. But what happens when this sunlight is absorbed by the carbon dioxide cloud, and from where this cloud has been formed? So again there is a question mark. So in this picture you are seeing some of the proper reflection is not occur, and some of the sunlight is absorbed by the carbon cloud, and particularly this carbon dioxide molecule has the potential to absorb the infrared rays, and that's why the entire Earth's surface or the lower atmosphere is getting day by day warmer and warmer and warmer. So these are human activities which have added greenhouse gases to the atmosphere, like as I earlier told this, when the industrial revolution began and so much of the industrialization and urbanization, shifting, migration, so many problems are there where large human activities are there which are responsible for emission of this carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide into the atmosphere. Here again I am giving some fact that the global, it is a prediction that the global temperature up to the end of the 21st century, that the global temperature raises from 2.6 to 4.8 degrees Celsius. So what is the consequences here? Like loss of sea ice, accelerated sea level, global climate change, and many more things like more intense heat waves that we can you just see in very hot summers. Here this picture is again a very important slide, because here is a crucial problem which is being faced by the Antarctica. Antarctica is a continent, and all we are aware that huge freshwater reservoir in terms of glaciers. So this is Eastern Antarctica has recorded exceptionally high temperature during the March 2022, more than 30 degrees Celsius above normal. It is a report from IEA, and the Concordia Research Base at the Dome Sea of the Antarctic, which is at an altitude of 3000 meters on Friday, registered a record of minus 11.5 degrees Celsius. So again it is a quite alarming situation for the Antarctica region. Now I am giving some of the potential emitter of the carbon dioxide. That China has the highest level of carbon dioxide emission, producing 11.535 gigatons of carbon dioxide emission in 2019, followed by the United States, which is 5.243, and India situated at third position. So come to this graph. This gives you the clear picture. The top 10 most polluted countries in 2020, and data has been recorded from the Statistical Review of World Energy 2021, and the whole this graph has been presented, and the data is in the million tons of carbon dioxide production. So emission, sorry. So China, 9899 million tons of carbon dioxide, and USA it is at second position, and the emission of carbon dioxide per year is 4,457.2 million tons of carbon dioxide, and here India is at third position and clearly states that 2302.3 million tons of carbon dioxide emission per day. Because again the scenario is that why this carbon dioxide emission means why the values are too high when we talk about the India, because India is a growing economy. So as we are in the growing state, we are going for rapid industrialization, we are going for the rapid boost up of the economy. So that's why the huge load onto the environment in terms of carbon dioxide emission. Again I am saying over here that every coin has two aspects, like positive or negative. So growing economy is very good for India, but if we talk about the environment concern, then there is some side effect. So we have to follow the green and ecological clean pathway to reduce such type of effect. So again here some of the data I am quoted over here. since the like in the Paris Climate Agreement, which clearly state that we have to avoid 2 degrees Celsius, means we have to decrease the 2 degrees Celsius increase to the global temperature by the end of the century through the drastic reduction of carbon dioxide emission by signatory countries. Here again I am representing the data over here, which clearly state about the accumulation of carbon dioxide in atmosphere. So this is the level of carbon dioxide in atmosphere, and here you are seeing some drastic, shifting. Like in 2019 the data is 411.4, and in 2020 409.95, means some loss of accumulation of carbon dioxide it is reported due to the COVID-19 phase, because at that time so many industries are like in the switch off mode. This slide again states about the ranking of the top 10 most polluting countries per capita, and this data is from 2017, and here you are seeing that India is not placed anywhere in top 10. Why? Because the India is the third most polluting country in terms of amount of carbon dioxide emitted. It does not appear in the ranking of the 10 most polluting countries per capita. In fact, India is making considerably efforts to reduce its greenhouse gas emissions by investing in the development of renewable energy. So we are quite shifting towards the renewable energy approach. We are going to opt such type of cleaner and greener approach in terms of solar energy, in terms of wind energy, in terms of geothermal, ocean, tidal, hydropower. So we are shifting towards this side. So again, this is the top annual carbon dioxide emitting countries according to the report of 2019 from the fossil fuel. Here again you are seeing that the percent share of India is 7%, and the largest share is of China, that is of 29%, and rest of the world is of 21%. So here I am stopping, that this is the prime concern, problem, issue that we have to focus on it, and we have to go for such clean and greener approach. So thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye, and we'll meet you